MMW sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Winston. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and brought down, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing brought down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On third down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Now the rookie fifth-round pick. This is Tyler Algier. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's Algier again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Mariota. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 29, Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job of smothering as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points points off the board. Jameis to throw it. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw out a little too far, brings up third down. Here's Winston. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action now. Winston rolling to his right. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To the air again with Winston. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift to your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Kamara trying again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Winston keeps it himself. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Here we go with Kamara. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Kamara with 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
On 2nd, here's Algier. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On play action, Winston. He'll buy some time right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Dickens. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there. down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Jackson, the man in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand.
And he coughed it up. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. There goes no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Winston. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack on 1st down, Winston going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
On the set. Snap, red. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now back to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Evans.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach a point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 30 line. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A give to Kamara running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Off the play fake, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And the pressure gets to him again. Arnold Ebiketie, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Past the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal up. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line foot. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Falcons take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep for Hopkins. And oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Hooked on by Casey Hayward. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
52.
The slot man in motion right.
On the ball. On the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Landry. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Meanwhile, Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He was brought down by Eric Harris. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Green. Light blue. Ready?
He'll look to throw. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Hey, left. Black ultra.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Give to Patterson, running to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go play action. Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. How the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
He'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. timeouts. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they head to the sideline to talk over what to do next. Here's Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Now Winston on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines.